So, I've been working on this tiny little, excuse me, miniature set for a while, and I thought it'd be an interesting video to tell you how I did it. So, first thing I did, you might be able to see it in there, but I gridded all of the cardboard, and, well, actually, the first thing I did was I made a scaled down mock-up with gridded, like, paper plates, and then I decided how big each square would be, and then I recreated the house out of cardboard. And then I made this foundation, which these rocks here are like globs of hot glue. New drinking game. Every time I say hot glue in this video, take a sip, you'll die. And then I painted them all gray with some Posca pens and like put little spots and shading and little bits of vine and moss around it. And yeah, and for these cobblestone pebbled paths, like gravel, I guess they're called. I put down like a lot of black rocks with a Posca pen, where there'd be shading, and then white ones where there wouldn't be a lot of shadow, and then gray everywhere else. And then I got these little like copper thingies that are full of rocks, and I popped those in one of these with the lid on, and then I was able to take the rocks and just glue them on. And these staircases are made out of like they're not really popsicle sticks, but it gets the idea across. So the popsicle sticks and actual sticks, and I stained them with watercolors. You can use like watercolors are a great way to stain like miniature wood. You can also use watered down acrylic paint, but like watercolor's my thing. And so yeah, and also they're like I can like sort of pose them, so that's good. That'll make sense when you see what this is for. For these shingles, I used like big popsicle sticks and taped them all together, and then we sliced the popsicle sticks in order to make these shingles. So that's cool. And then for the grass, I started with a base layer of like this green color, and then I like got the stringy bits of hot glue and super glued them to there, or I would take like yarn or string or fabric or whatever, and then I went over them with some green paint again and sort of like tried to blend them together. And I have some like logs and like hay here. The logs are like actual sticks that I cut up in various different ways and stacked in different ways. And wherever hot glue like was showing, I would take super glue. Focus. I would take super glue and glue on like the leaves from like miniature fake trees that you see for like train models. Or again, I would just use yarn and color them a darker shade of green. These I just found like bits of a broom and some like hay that was lying around for some reason. Focus. And I just bound them together with this little string here. I made these pumpkins, which are really cool. That come in like all the various colors that pumpkins come in. And with a black light, they actually will glow in the dark, which is really cool. Let me see if I can go get that. See? They glow in the dark, just like real pumpkins. Let me turn the light back on. Then, for this little stump here, I know it's a bit big compared to the scale of everything else, but that was an intentional decision, I assure you. So first I started out with a toilet paper roll and filled it up with hot glue to keep it like sturdy. And then I took some clay and mixed it to be brown, but not this shade. I had to paint over this. But then I like rolled it up into being like snakes basically. And I lined them up however I wanted, and then like I could also make roots and sticks and stuff like that, and then I folded them over to have this layer of bark between the interior of the tree. For these cuts here, I just used an X-Acto knife to look like the axe markings, and for the circle here, that was a bit of a process trying to keep it there while also like painting it and stuff like that. Um, yeah. Is there anything else that I made so far? Nope.